Okay, let's roll into our post-race for today's 43rd annual AAA 400 here at Dover International Speedway. And our race runner-up was Jeff Gordon, and Jeff drove the number 24 Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And Jeff, certainly a good showing out there for you here this afternoon. Another strong showing as you working your way trying to claw back into this thing.
Yeah, thank you. I thought that it was a solid effort. Our car was pretty good right from the start. We struggled a little bit on the shorter runs, but but we got it going. The car was good top 3 or 4 car. And then we started really struggling on restarts. Front tires just really no grip the first 10 laps, and so we started losing positions on restarts, and that probably played to our favor because we lost track position, and then we ended up coming in and topping off there at the end, and gave us, and we had a good race car. Once we got going, then we were good, and gave us opportunity to not have to save fuel and keep the pressure on those other guys so that they couldn't conserve as much. But the two made it. We just got a little bit too tight there at the end. I thought it was going to be a race between me and Mark. I saw him back there, and we had a little bit of a gap. My car was working pretty good right then. I started getting tight, and boy, here he come. And we knew that it could come down to a fuel mileage race, and I knew he had enough fuel like we did. So, still a great finish though. Come home second. This is nice to follow up with what we had last week, and we're running good. I mean, we were running good at Chicago when we had the issue. So, I'm proud of this team, and we're just taking a few steps in the points each week, and we got 7 more weeks to get it done.
Thank you, Jeff. And Mark Martin, a strong third-place finish out there today. Mark drove the number 55. Aaron's 2000th store, Bronx, New York Toyota, for Michael Waltrip Racing. And Mark, I tell you, it was really fun to watch you out there race out here this afternoon. Congratulations on a really strong showing.
Well, thank you. I don't know, with all the show that was going on, I don't know if everybody really noticed or not, but we had a rocket ship, super fast car, started the race, green flag. We were just passing cars left and right. It was awesome. It was great on restarts. And we were making our way up from the, deep in the pack start qualifying spot, and just about to get into the race, and pitted under the green, and came back out. And as soon as we got on the track, the caution came out. So it had us trapped 2 laps down. So we had to continue to fight from being buried, and had a fast race car, passed a lot of cars, and eventually got ourselves into the hunt, but the race was just about over. I just want to really commend Rodney Childers, underrated for sure. He's a brilliant crew chief. I have a fantastic race team, and I love being a part of MWR. We are just having a blast and MWR's putting great stuff on the racetrack for us.
We'll take questions now for either Jeff or Mark. If you have one downstairs, raise your hand. Any questions downstairs here in the deadline room? Go with Al Pierce.
Jeff, Al Pierce at Auto Week. It seems like no matter how well you do, your increases in points are incremental. How frustrating is that to know how good you've been, but you've only got a couple of 3-point gains to show for it?
Yeah, you guys focus too much on the top guy and not enough on 5th place. That's we have to look, very realistically at this point. It's only been 3 weeks 2 weeks since we had our issue in Chicago. We've gained tremendous amount of points on 5th place, 6th place, and we did that again today. And we're not going to win this championship against those guys up front if they keep running where they're running. The only way we're going to, get a chance at them is if they have a problem like we had. So, I think our focus is top 5s, try to win, and if we keep running like this, we'll get the wins. And the points are going to, we can't control what the other guys do. We can only control what we do. But, to me, the only thing frustrating is what happened to us at Chicago. Other than that, looking at the points, it doesn't even faze us.
You're just 16 points now out of fourth place, actually. So.
And by the way, Al, it feels really good, regardless of the points, to run good. So it's real easy to get your back end handed to you out there. Those guys are tough. Everybody's tough on the racetrack, and so when you run good, it feels good.
Thank you, Mark.
They forget that.
Other questions down here? Questions in the back? Anybody? David? Nate? Anybody? You guys good?
What, did me and Mark scare you off? What happened? Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank
All
you
right.
all.
Thanks, guys.
See you at Talladega.